Hey everyone, so just want to make a video. Silver's on the move. As of the time of making this video, it's 31.52 an ounce. It's up over 2% today and up 7% this week. So I just wanted to talk about kind of where silver's headed and what kind of is the best attack going forward. So today, silver at 31.52 an ounce. Which is good news if you have silver. And one thing to keep in mind, as silver had kind of gone up to about 31, 32 before and then dipped back down to 28, 29, is that silver just broke $29 an ounce in April for the first time since 2012. So it's actually kind of a good sign to see silver stabilizing in that $28, $29 an ounce range. Because it had been a long time since it had gotten to that point. So the fact that it was able to, keep that number and keep that level is definitely very encouraging. It's certainly showing a lot of support at the $29 an ounce range. So how high will silver go? Well, as you know, I don't get too caught up in trying to predict the price of silver and gold. But I do think it's obviously important to follow it as far as making decisions about what you should buy next. So gold, as of the time of making this video, was $2,391 an ounce. So I'm a big believer that the most important thing you should be tracking to decide how much gold and how much silver you're buying is the gold to silver ratio. Even with silver's performance this week, we're still solidly in the 70s range for the gold to silver ratio. So I'm still buying silver. Even with it going up this week, I'm still going to be making silver purchases. So as far as kind of thinking about where silver's headed, for me personally, I'm not going to pause my silver purchases until the gold to silver ratio gets to the low 60s. I think if it reaches the low 60s, that's when I'm going to pause my silver buying. And so what does that mean for the price of silver? Well, if we take the $2,400 roughly an ounce price of gold that we're at today, that means that if the gold to silver ratio to get to 62, silver would have to get to the $38 to $39 an ounce range to get to the low 60s. So I think silver still has some potential to move forward, and I'm still buying silver even though my priority is gold. One thing to keep in mind too is that gold and silver usually move in tandem. Even if they, don't move at the same pace, they usually are either both going up or going down. So that's important to keep in mind as far as the gold to silver ratio. If gold were to rise to new all-time highs of, let's say, $2,700 an ounce, that would actually mean that silver would have to get to over $43 an ounce to get to that 62 level of the gold to silver ratio. And by that same token, let's say gold were to correct and go down. If gold were to fall to $2,200 an ounce, that would still put silver at $35 an ounce in order to get to that 62 level for the gold to silver ratio. So in any case, I think silver has potential. I think silver is still very attractive at these ratios, gold to silver. Again, this isn't advice on what is going to happen next. I'm not a big believer in trying to time the market or predict what is going to happen next. It's all about dollar cost averaging your way in and using the gold to silver ratio as an indicator of how much gold and how much silver you should be buying. So just keep that in mind. It's good news with silver going up, but when you're comparing it to the price of gold, silver definitely still has potential, and I'm still a buyer. Like I said, until the gold to silver ratio gets to about 62, 60, somewhere in that range. This is actually my most recent purchase. I'm kind of excited about it. I wanted to show you guys. So these are 2-ounce coins instead of just 1-ounce coins, the Liberty Buffaloes. I'm getting kind of repetitive talking about how much I really like these Liberty Buffaloes, but I think that these are extremely recognizable coins, and they don't carry as much premium as an American Silver Eagle or a Canadian Maple. So in my opinion, these are some of the best buys that you can get out there right now, because they're great coins, they're easily recognizable, but they're less expensive per ounce than an American Silver Eagle. So, you know, anytime I see a Liberty Buffalo, that's 100% my number one choice right now, just based on the premium market. So for these 2-ounce coins, they were $68 each, which is a price of $34 per ounce. That's a little bit higher premium than a 5-ounce bar, but it's a $2 or $3 an ounce less than an American Silver Eagle, and about a couple dollars less than a Canadian Maple. So I'm keeping my eye out for Liberty Buffaloes anywhere I go, anytime I'm buying silver. These 2-ounce coins in particular were just really cool. I could have gotten 4, 1-ounce coins, but I just thought these were kind of unique, so I decided to get these. If you like hearing about silver and gold, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Let me know what you guys think. Is silver going to keep going up? Are we in for a big run to 35 plus? Or are we going back to the 28, 29 support? Thanks for watching.